Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Ratnawati Triutami and Dr. Anatri also Professor Dr. Harun Joko Prayitno. We are from Magister Pendidikan Dasar Universitas Muhammadiyah Surakarta, Indonesia. Let me tell you about my article, Implementation of Teaching at the Right Level in Cultivating Critical Thinking in Elementary School Students. Abstract. The study aims to describe the implementation of the teaching at the right level or TAR approach in cultivating critical thinking in elementary school students. The research method used a qualitative approach. The study was conducted at SD Negeri Cemara II involving 26 grade 5, 26 kids from 5th grade and 3 teachers. Data collection was carried out through participatory observation, interviews with teachers and students, and analysis of learning documents. The result of the study showed that the implementation of TAR gradually succeeds in cultivating critical thinking in students. This can be seen from the increasing ability of students to analyze problems, evaluate information, and formulate solutions. In addition, students show a more critical and skilled attitude in solving everyday problems. Challenges in the implementation of TAR were also found, such as time constraints, lack of resource, or difference in student initial abilities. This study concludes that the TAR approach has great potential in cultivating critical thinking in elementary school students. However, stronger support is needed from various parties to overcome challenge and ensure the sustainability of TAR implementation. Introduction. Teaching at the right level, or TAR, which was originally developed from literacy and numeracy. Ki Hajar Dewantara, as the father of Indonesian education, advocates holistic education, emphasize character building, and pays attention to the uniqueness of each individual. From Indarti Ningsih et al., 2023. The ability to analyze information, evaluate arguments, and make rational decisions is becoming increasingly relevant in everyday life. Learning activities enable students to convey their ideas, opinions, and information effectively and creatively, and can improve their critical, analytical, and analytical thinking skill. Reflective students by Ainiah AF 2023. The aim of this research to describe the implementation of the teaching at the right level, or TAR, approach in cultivating critical thinking in elementary school students. Through a qualitative approach, this study will analyze how TAR can trigger change in students' way of thinking and acting. Methods. This study use a qualitative research design with a case study approach. Case studies are chosen because they allow researchers to explore in depth the phenomena that occur in a specific context, namely the implementation of teaching at the right level, or TAR, approach in cultivating critical thinking in elementary school students. The subject of this study were 5th grade students at SD Negeri Cemara II, Surakarta. The number of students involved in this study was 26 students and 3 teachers who taught in the class data collection technique. Several techniques are used, namely participant observation. Researchers are directly involved in classroom learning activities to directly observe the learning process. Teacher-student interaction and student activities in completing tasks related to critical thinking. Result. The result of the study show that the implementation of teaching at the right level or TAR approach in fifth grade successfully create a more inclusive learning environment and accommodate difference in student abilities. Teachers successfully develop learning plans that we tailor to the ability level of each student so that learning materials become more relevant and meaningful. Various learning activities such as group discussions, problem solving, and presentation successfully create an active and enjoyable learning atmosphere. Students appear more courage in conveying their ideas and opinions. Student social skills are better. There is collaboration, namely students learn to work together with peers in completing tasks. Effective communication in students is seen when students can convey the ideas clearly and listen to the opinion of others. Empathy is seen when students are better able to understand other people's perspective. Data analysis show that students were able to demonstrate better critical thinking skill, such as analyzing problems, evaluating information, and drawing conclusions. Students also show a more positive attitude toward learning, becoming more active, independent, and responsible. Discussion. The implementation of learning with the TAR approach, teaching at the right level that lead to the emergence of the role of peer tutors in study can be explained by several factors, including an inclusive classroom atmosphere, consistent teacher support, and differences in ability among students. The role of peer tutor is not only beneficial for students who become tuts, but also for students who become tutors. They can deepen their understanding of concepts, improve communication skill, and develop self-confidence. Students learn more effectively when they interact with other people who have higher abilities. The implementation of learning with the TAR approach that led to the emergence of the role of peer tutors in this study can be explained by several factors, including an inclusive classroom atmosphere, consistent teacher support. The role of peer tutor is not only beneficial for students who become tutors, but also for students who become tutors. They can deepen their understanding of concepts, improve communication skill, and develop self-confidence. Students learn more effectively when they interact with other people who have higher abilities. The TARA teaching at the right level approach has created conditions conducive to the development of student critical thinking. Conclusion. This study These studies show that the implementation of the teaching at the right level or TAR approach in the context of elementary school learning not only improves student academic achievement, but also successfully cultivates critical thinking. The main finding of this study is the emergence of the role of peer tutors as a consequence of the implementation of TAR, teaching at the right level. The role of peer tutors have proven effective in improving student critical thinking skill and creating a more collaborative learning atmosphere. This study provides an important contribution to the development of learning practice that are more student-centered and oriented toward the development of critical thinking skill. The implementation of teaching at the right level or TAR approach has succeeded in creating a learning environmental that is conducive to the development of critical thinking skill. Students not only gain better academic knowledge, but also develop thinking skill high level, which is much needed in the 21st century. The result of the study show that the implementation of TAR teaching at the right level gradually succeed in cultivating critical thinking in students. This can be seen from the increasing ability of students to analyze problem, evaluate information, and formulate solution. In addition, students also show a more critical attitude and were skilled in solving everyday problems. Challenge in implementing thorough teaching at the right level were also found, such as time constraints, lack of resource, or differences in student initial abilities. This study concludes that the TAR approach has great potential in cultivating critical thinking in elementary school students. However, stronger support from various parties is needed to overcome challenges and ensure the sustainability of TAR teaching at the right level. Thank you very much from Wia. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.